There's technical difficulties. I was playing around some options today. Actually, I was playing with my FL Studios. So, am I seeing some flickering here? Hopefully there's going to be no glitching. There's technical difficulties. I was playing around some options today. Actually, I was playing with... There we go. We got volume on my show now. Alright, perfect. CF... Hey man, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So I am on tonight because I, want to keep the kind of channel alive until my next exploration. Now tomorrow I'm going to a place. Here, let me just bring my Twitter viewers over here so that you can see my beautiful mug as I talk to my YouTube viewers. There's been an old barn that's, might not be anything amazing, but there's been an old barn that's been sitting off to the side of my in-laws' parents, or my in-laws, my wife's parents. It's been sitting there for as long as I've known her. And we've been together for like over 6 years. And I just kind of out of the blue, I was like, what is this barn? It's like, who owns it? Does anything in it? He's like, I don't know. He says it's probably like over 100 years old. I'm like, 100 years old? I'm like, how could I be 100 years old? He's like, oh, he's been there for a while. So tomorrow I'm going to go check it out. I'm hoping that there's like all kinds of old farming equipment or something in there that would be cool to check out. But that's not my main exploration. Now, I have to kind of give kudos to my wife because she's kind of like my executive producer of my channel. If it wasn't for her right now, I wouldn't be able to do these explorations because unfortunately I'm not working. I'm waiting for some work to come in, and I got a little bit of contract work coming in, which I could plug, but I'll add the links in the description of one of the projects that I'm working on, which is actually a board game. But not to just get distracted of that. But tomorrow is not the main exploration. I'm kind of like all over the place. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to be talking about. But I want to thank my wife, who has made it possible. Who, like I said, she is my producer of my show. She makes it happen. And of course, when things get a little bit better, when it means like I get some side projects or side work coming in, this is going to help to pay the bills and the debt that she's been covering for so long. And if it wasn't for her support in me, or belief in me, and knowing that this is something that I need to kind of get me out of the slump of things, she's provided me with what do you call it? A kind of like I can't even think straight tonight. I'm really tired. A little money every couple of weeks. So it's like my my treat. So I take that money and I spend it in gas, and I go somewhere and I do an exploration. So next week at some point, she's giving me my funds. My it's like the word right on the tip of my tongue. I can't even think of it. But I'm gonna get some money next week, and I'm gonna be going out on a cool exploration. I'm actually thinking about maybe hitting 3 or 4 spots at once and doing a whole bunch of videos, so that way I can have a few of them to kind of buffer things until I go to my my next exploration. I need a sip of tea. I got my tea right here. Now, I watched a video today. It was kind of cool. Mo Sargi from Ottawa, I believe, yeah. And he did a video. He put out a video today, or I think it came out today on the list. And he visited one of the churches that I had went to, and it was kind of cool seeing him there, checking out the place. And what's that good idea? I keep 6 to 10 site buffer. Oh yeah, is it good to have that many? Is it like, do you provide that every week or every month? 6 to 10 site buffer. You have to kind of clarify that on for me. Um, right now, all I can do is produce at least maybe 2 to 3, 4 maximum on my channel, and that's why now I kind of include these live interaction videos so that you can kind of come out and hang out with me, and I talk about what I'm going to be doing next and what I'm doing now. And guess what? I found some crackers. I don't know if I think I'll do this afterwards. I kind of wanted to throw that out there. I'm gonna do the cracker challenge, but I'm gonna do that after. So what I post always 6 to 10 sites behind how many I have actually explored. Oh, okay. Wow, you're backed up there, buddy. You got a lot of videos. Yes, crackers. Yeah, I did the chocolate challenge because Tay official did the chocolate challenge, him and his buddy. And I was like, you know what? Somebody did this cracker thing to me one time at work, and I want to see if it still works. So it's something to do with the crackers. Hey Tay, how you doing, man? Crackers. I'm gonna challenge you to the cracker. The cracker fucking thing. Buffer that week so I can have post during my household stays from my lungs. Oh yeah, dude, man, you got a problem with breathing. I can see in your videos. Hey, dude, I sympathize with you. I don't know your situation, but if you have to go to the hospital often, dude, man, I feel for you. I have a bit of an asthma problem, and mostly I'll start choking if somebody's got like a perfume, or if there's cigarette smoke, or something that will irritate my lungs. And a lot of times when I was working in places, the air filter was terrible, so I would just spend my days all day coughing and coughing and coughing. Oh, cystic fibrosis. Oh, dude, man, sorry to hear about that. But yeah, that's really shitty, dude. That's why you know what? It's good that you're kind of into this urban exploration thing. You're kind of doing what, well, for me, what I'm doing here on YouTube is I figured, you know what? I want to leave a legacy. I know this may sound stupid, but I actually want to use YouTube to leave behind a legacy for me. Yeah, perfume is terrible, man. That's why when I do my videos, sorry, I'm all over the place, but that's why when I do my videos, you hear me breathing heavily, because I'm a little slightly overweight, but I've acquired acute asthma over time, and it's not good. Like if I bend over or something like that, I can almost blank out because I just have no air. At night, I have also chronic sleep apnea, and it was so bad that the average person would stop breathing around 30 minutes or something like that per hour, and I was stopping 90 minutes per hour. Like I was practically not breathing at all. Like I would remember getting up and suffocating, feeling like I was drowning, and grabbing for air. So I ended up let's do it at all. Totally understand the legacy thing. I had a friend that had asthma when I was younger. Yeah. Wow, your friend that died from asthma. Oh, wow, that must be terrible, man. That's the reason why I have this fear of swimming too. I never got the chance to learn how to swim when I was young, because my mother wouldn't allow me to learn how to swim. She thought that I would die or drown. But little did she know that if I didn't know how to swim, I was going to drown anyway. But I always have this fear of drowning, and there was actually one time I got sick, and I had a bad inflammation and mucus build up here, and I got up and I coughed, I breathed, and then I just blocked, and no air was going in my lungs. When I would try to force it, all you hear was like not even that. It was like this god awful horn sound of my lungs trying to breathe with all this stuff, and I literally had to try and force myself to throw up so that it would break loose. I don't know. Where am I going with this? Oh my god, I'm all over. I'm like, I should talk about exploration stuff, and here I am talking about. No, it's no fun, man. Um, so this week I'm gonna be setting up. I'm gonna work hard at doing some more researching. Like I have a list. Like I'll show you guys here on YouTube. Uh, so you guys on Twitter, if you're following me, you have to go to URB-X-TV on YouTube to come and check out my channel, and we'll just go over to transition here, and let me just rearrange some things here. Make a little version of me transitioning over. Here we are. You get to see my mug. So what I'll do is I'll just duplicate this. I'll bring this over here so that I can. Where did you go? Didn't I have it like a double screen here? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna bring it over to my other screen so that I can keep track of what's going on. Alright, so are you seeing the right screen? I'm just watching here. Okay, perfect. So let's just go home. And oh yeah, so I was going to show you my list. That's right. So I have a Google list on Google Maps. That's what I use. Now, the cool thing I like about using this compared to some apps that people suggest that you should use for tracking where you go, maybe user interface wise, it might be a lot easier to look at and easier to handle. That's the only problem I find using Google stuff, is that it's not really user friendly. It is user friendly, but they could do a lot better with their user interface to make things compatible on both ends. But in saying that, I have my list here. Actually, where do I go? Oh yeah, so I go in here. I go into my my places, and let me see. So I have my maps, and you're going to see here that I have actually paranormal locations. I'm like into paranormal stuff. Okay, so I have all this list of places that I want to go that are apparently haunted, but I don't have the so-called equipment needed to do a paranormal investigation. Now, if I just had a infrared camera. Bing Maps are way out. Oh, Bing Maps? I don't use anything from Bing, man. No. But the reason why I was getting to why I use Google Maps is because Google has an app called Google Maps that you can install on your phone. I use an iPhone. I'm sure it exists the same thing for an Android. And I can sit here, do my research, go into my abandoned locations, and now I can't even scroll in because my kids broke my scroll mouse, so I have to tap to come in. But these are locations that I have, and they get synced with my iPhone because it's the same app, as I'm pulling it from the same database stream, so I'm getting exactly what I've worked on. And the cool thing is I can go in, I can color code, like the black ones represent ones that I've already visited. They're off the list. Some of them also could mean that the location has been destroyed, or what's this? Yeah, love it. Have multiple personal maps on it too. That's another thing I like about Google Maps, is you can have multiple personal map layouts or setups for different maps. Man, I'm really tired. I don't know what it is lately. I have been sleeping. Like, I didn't wake up until like 12 o'clock today. And I went to bed like at 9. And that's all I want to do is just sleep. I don't know what it is. And I could drink coffee, tea. Doesn't bother me. I'm like, I think it actually knocks me up. So this is my kind of my list. And I'll double tap for you guys out there in Twitter world. This is my list. All right. And I'll just put it there so you kind of look at it. It's kind of crappy looking on my phone. And then what I could do is like I can click on it and I get the information. Like this one only has the name and no information. But if I click on some of them actually have pictures. Like, okay, this one has the pictures. The Miner de Mascouche. This place has been taken over and is under construction, off limits. See, so I write notes to these things and I keep track of everything, and eventually down the road, all this is data. This is like information that I can get to work with in the future on other projects that I want to do, to maybe like do the history of Quebec, of all these places that have been abandoned and rebuilt. There's so many things that you can use this stuff for, and that's what you guys out there should also be thinking about, is using this stuff. This is valuable information. So, you know, keep your abandoned locations and paranormal locations to yourself. So this is one of the main tools that I use. Now, there is a site that I go to. It's called UER. And this is for Canada. I don't know if they have one for the United States, but I think this is Canadian made. Great Plains, Great Lakes. Yeah, this is pretty much all Canada right here. Man, this is one of the sites that I got through, introduced by a good friend who I used to work with in the video game industry. And she said, well, this one is pretty popular. You want you to check it out. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. It seemed a little outdated. Like it could use some work, which I might actually offer these guys to build them a new website. But I started, you know, maneuvering around and got used to it, and right away I started like posting stuff on here, reaching out to other people and saying, hey, great work, I love your photos and stuff like that. And I would use a lot of their information that they were giving, which is very, very little. And exactly, leak sites get destroyed. Yeah, that's it, you know. And what I have to do is I have to kind of find these things on my own, because not a lot of people want to give out this information, just for the fact that they don't want these locations to get destroyed, vandalized, and whatnot. Some of the places, you know, it gives it kind of like, you know, that nuance, that decrepitness. But when you go into a place and you don't want that, you want the authenticity of the locations, you know, that kind of ruins it for everybody. But I'm still a newbie in this, so let me just switch over here to my beautiful big mug here, so I just get a little more up and personal. Yeah, so, you know, it's a lot of work to look up all these things, and as I do it, I research Google, and then whenever I find a location, I'll use the maps and come in and start mapping out stuff here in Quebec, Montreal locations. And you know, I'm working my way out towards Ottawa, Ontario. Ontario's a little far. It's like almost 7 hours of driving. What's this? I tried only. Explorers only. Verified ones. Okay. I trade openly with other explorers only. Verifiable ones. Oops. Okay. Well, no, that's good. You know, there's a few people that I've followed that are very well known on YouTube and on Instagram and other social media sites that I've asked, and they're like, well, I don't know who you are. I'm not going to just give you valuable information to these places. You know, you could be a vandal or whatever, a troublemaker. So I kind of had to build my reputation a little bit. Foreclosures are good too. Real estate, yeah. But the thing is, that's a lot of work, and some of the websites here just kind of like, or maybe I just don't have the knack yet. I haven't spent enough time looking at real estate websites, because I know that there could be some that are there that are worth going to check out. But I'll keep that in mind, CF. Thank you very much. That's Exploring with CF, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm chatting with here right now. Love his videos. I've actually watched a lot of them. I'm catching up on them. But I haven't, you know, I like them all, but I haven't commented on all of them. I just don't want to be annoying. You know, it's like, why is this guy like always writing comments in my comment section? Like, why is he, like, this Canadian guy? He's like stalking me. So that's pretty much okay. I'm kind of like talking about what it is that I do, you know, in terms of how I research my content, some of the production stuff that I do. Like right now, I'm working on some music tracks using FL Studio. I bought my own version of it right here. I'll show you the box. Here. You guys can now look at me. Look at me. So I bought my own version of FL Studio. So I'm legit. Too legit to quit. Yes, be involved in some of the bigger Facebook pages. If you get a rep with those people, they will help you with the sites. Yes, that's the thing. So I have my own website, which is Studio Parsons, and it was kind of like more of a portfolio website. But now I want to kind of convert it into not just presenting my portfolio, but I want to kind of use it as an interlink hub for all my channels that I'm working on, because there's a couple of other channels that need to be redone and could well be profitable for me if I invest a little bit of time in them as well. So that's something that I've been wanting to work on, and you know, if work comes into play, that's going to take a good portion of my time. So, but I'm used to staying up at night. Excuse me. I'm an all-nighter. I don't need sleep, and I usually crash on the weekends, but I need my weekends to go traveling places, so it's kind of hard. But replying to UCF with the you know, getting some help and stuff like that, eventually I will need it, because doing all the social media stuff takes up a lot of time. When you're researching, takes up a lot of time. Going out and then exploring the locations, driving like anywhere from 2 to 3 hours or up to 6 hours in total per time you go out, and then you got another maybe 2 or 3 hours of videotaping, and then you come back, you got to do all the editing, and it's just, there's so much involved into doing all this stuff that you know, you kind of have to plan it very well. If you want to make it a full-time job, that's great. I would love to make this a full-time job, but I'm not making any money right now, and I need a job to kind of help pay the bills and make this continue. Once I'm able to start pumping out more videos, which I can, then I want to see where it goes from there. If I can make some revenue off these videos that I make, then I'll do it full time, and the quality will get better. Then I'm going to need to find people to help me with managing the social websites and all that. So yes, it all takes time, and you're doing a 3-day trip. Oh man, there's a couple of trips I want to take that's going to probably take me anywhere from 2 to 3 days. So I can't afford those ones right now, but it requires a lot of driving, getting the job done, and then getting out of there as quickly as you can, because you're just going to be exhausted. But I kind of like the exhausting part, because, you know, if you get that video, it's your reward for as much as the next until the next one comes. Me, it's too not enough for me right now the way its pace is going, because I'm like I could do a lot more. I want to do more videos, more videos, more videos, and the only thing that's keeping me going right now is doing my Bernie P vlog videos that I do with the family and stuff like that, and I upload stuff like that. But this is my baby. This is where it's only going to get better. Yeah, man, it is so much fun. But the thing is, I'm learning so much, you know, not just doing the videos, and I like doing photography as well. But it's about all this interaction. Like, it's amazing at how much free stuff that we have to build such a huge community with other people around the world, and it's at our fingertips. And one thing is, you know, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I've complained about some of the things that happen with YouTube, but you got to understand, deep down in my soul, for me, YouTube is like the best tool that it can offer me. It's free. Everyone shouldn't complain about something that's free, where you're allowed to upload, you know, as much videos as you want. It's a huge storage database, and you know, you can present all this stuff to anyone around the world and get paid for it. You know, eventually. Now things have changed. It's not that easy, but yeah, and I'm learning all these things. So, and I'm learning so much more now. I'm learning about marketing certain things through AdSense and links and all this stuff. I don't even want to get into it. I just started watching some videos today with this new website. Well, not new website, but this new guy that I've been following for a while. Let me go and switch to my web. Let me go to my web. Switch, transition. I hope you guys are. I hope you're having fun watching me here. I don't want to be too long tonight. How long have I going on so far? I've been rambling for 28 minutes already. Dear God, I don't even think anybody's watching me on Twitch right now. But that's okay. It's there for them to watch. They have to come to my channel anyway. I'm just like teasing them. They come to my YouTube channel. So all right. So here. Oh yeah, by the way, this is my website right here. This is my Studio Parsons website. It's going under some changes right now. It's like I just got this one simple link going to my URBX-TV, and then who am I and my social media stuff. But this is all stuff that work that I've done. But what was I gonna do? YouTube. Was it YouTube? Thank you very much, dude. I rambled on and I totally forgot. Oh yeah, I might as well plug it too. Here's my URBX-TV Patreon page that doesn't have anybody following right now, but hey, I'm still a newbie. It's all good. And we're back to YouTube again. I don't know what I was supposed to be doing here. I was still like talking. I'm supposed to be like talking about what it is that I do. You know, the process of building up my stuff. So, other than that, I'm going to be linking up my personal website here eventually once I get it revamped a little bit. This is going to be like the production side. This is what Studio Parsons is going to be. It's going to be producing this YouTube content, and this YouTube content is broken down into the subcategories of different types of entertainment. I have my URBX-TV. I also have my Studio Parsons YouTube channel, which is all about tutorials and stuff, which I haven't had time to work on, but I'm hoping to do more stuff on that. And I also have this other one called Action Play Hobbies, which is all about toys. Now, for those of you guys who don't know me that well, probably don't, I'm a huge toy collector, and I got a bit of a collection. One day I'll show you. But I started collecting action figures, little bit here and there, and then I was like, you know what? It's very difficult for me to buy the action figures that I want. And they're very expensive. Most of the time that I can get anything that's cool is usually when a Comic-Con opens up here. And in Montreal, it's very rare. to have them. I think you get like 2, maybe 3 per year in Montreal. As whereas just outside of the province in Ontario or Toronto, um, or Ottawa and Toronto, they have them practically almost every month or every couple of months, which is kind of cool. But it's a little far for me to go. So then I was like, well, why don't I just open up my own business, buy the toys, and keep one for myself and sell the rest. So I started getting into selling toys and action figures, uh, box sets and stuff like that. And I was getting good deals. And like over here in the back, you don't see it, but there's like shelves. Well, here you Twitter guys can see it, and I'll turn the ground to camera for you guys. But look, there's just boxes and boxes of toys over here, and broken down computers. I got my Darth Vader AT-ATs. I got shelves and shelves of toys everywhere. These are all boxes of toys. Okay. So let me go back here. Double tap. Double tap and tap. There we go. And for you guys, so this is what you're going to get to see. I'm just waiting. I'm going to change my channel. So over here. Okay, why is that? Oh, you're not seeing it, huh? Oh, you're seeing it small. Okay, so transition back. So, yeah, this is like, all this is shelves of boxes of toys here. Over in the back, there's another shelf full of toys. Over here starts with my collection of Star Wars stuff. Goes all the ways around. And this is all boxes of toys here. So there's just toys everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Sorry for the bad camera angles, guys. Ugh. Okay. So I was like a kid in a candy store for the longest time, and that's what I did for a while. And I wasn't making any money. Like a booth cost me about $920 to $930, something like that, for one table, one little square place, and I did what I could with it. But I made money. Like I'd made money, but I wasn't making any profit because all my profit was going into the cost of the booth. And then when I traveled, it just cost me money even more. So, but I was loving it, and I didn't care. As long as I was able to break even, I didn't give a shit. But at some point, the money that I was making, I had to use it to pay for my share of the mortgage and stuff, because when I started, I was still working. I lost my job just like that. One day we come in, there was nothing. And then I was like, okay, well, this is all I have to do is just continue working on this business. And I would have made a success out of it because I worked damn hard, for this. It took me almost like 2 years of research and building up all this connections and everything to start this business. But when you lose your job and the only income that you had was like a big lump of money you made at your last Comic-Con, you have to take that and pay the bills, and nothing gets reinvested back into the company, so the company ends up dying. And but I still have all the stock. So I have the original 1/4 Trek movie poster from the theater. Mini, my cave wall, old original Star Wars. This dude, yeah, the sudden jobless sucks, but it's kind of like something that I got used to, because in the industry that I work in, companies don't keep you for long. They only keep you for a project, and then you're just, thank you very much, go look elsewhere. But this last job that I had, it was like, it was amazing. I had a great position, but the banks fucked it up for us, and they said, well, no, we had an investor that was going to give us like $32 million, and all we needed was $6 million for the project to continue to pay the staff, and the rest was for bigger projects. And the bank said, well, this guy that you got the money from, we don't know who he is. Maybe his money's dirty or something. I don't know what the fuck they came up with. But they refused the money to pass through to pay our salary. So thanks to the bank's red tape, that's it. Our job was finished. And it was kind of weird because I came back from a doctor's appointment, and I walked in the office. When the guy says, "Well, why you bother coming in? You should just went on home." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He says, "We lost our jobs, dude." I'm like, "Well," in a French accent, and I was like, "What?" And that was it. I was like, I got no job. And I love my office too, because I had my own office. I had all my action figure Star Wars all over the shelves and all over the walls, hanging, stuck up with. It was like my little place. So I kind of like working. I miss working, but I'd rather be working for myself, doing this full time if I could. I really need to get a better camera though for my YouTubing, because this is like I'm watching myself on YouTube and it's shit. My iPhone camera is working better for me right now. Hours to stop working. We knew it was coming. Prepared for years. Still sucks. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I could have created my own business easily. I actually worked almost 10 years here in Quebec, for myself, doing things like websites, and graphic design, and some media stuff. Um, but at one point, it was becoming very difficult, and then I was like, okay, I got to go out into the workforce and start looking for. What's this? I miss my job by doing this. So, yeah, there's a lot about you. Yeah, well, I love the work. It's just I love being creative, but well, I forgot what I was gonna say now. But yeah, okay. The thing is that here in Quebec, it's become an issue again. And I thought it was past, uh, that it's their language, the French language here. Well, the language is French, and they've really enforced, all businesses to have it so that they hire French first. And if you don't know any French or how to speak very well, the chances are you're not going to get hired. So that's been a difficult for me for a while. And because when I lost my last job, I took a hiatus, some time off, because we just had our second kid, and my wife was working from home. So I thought, well, I got some employment insurance. I can, take care of the kids for a bit, help my wife at home, and it kind of affected my position. Well, my me looking for work, and then companies wouldn't just hire me anymore. So then my job got replaced by them wanting programmer slash UI or graphic artist, whatever they wanted. And then I just started seeing that these companies were just like, fuck it, we're gonna try and pay that one guy the same salary we would pay you, but we're gonna make him like do 2 or 3 jobs. If you don't like it, there's a billion of you out there, and we don't give a shit. And that's the way these businesses are now. They even force you to sign a contract, so that they're not liable when they fire you. They can fire you anytime, and if you don't want to sign that contract, the next person will, because they want the job and they want to get into the type of work that you want to get to. So these companies protect themselves, and nobody can do anything about it. So it's kind of bullshit. But that's me rambling on. So who wants to see me eat some fucking crackers, guys? Who wants to see me eat some crackers? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Who wants to see me eat some crackers? So I've been working on this piece, and you'll get to hear Twitter people, but you won't get to see it. It doesn't matter. You only need to hear it anyway. But what's this? My wife was a computer animator for the economy crash. Really? She's a computer animator? Oh, that's even amazing. Like I've studied 2D and 3D animation, and I do also have 3D software here that I use for building 3D models and stuff like that. So, kudos, man. Kudos. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Kudos. Respect. Respect. She is not happy with our editing software right now. What kind of editing software are you using, by the way, CF? What kind of software are you using? I'll tell you what's good. Ask me. She did 3D. Well, I use Maya 3D. She's probably familiar with that if she's done 3D. I despise 3D Studio Max. It's such a waste of a fucking 3D software. School ED animation. Okay. Shortcut software. Shortcut software. Hey, hey, do you have Skype? If you want to Skype me? We can talk. Pretty. This could be like a new thing now where I can just get people to come on. But yeah, let me just go back here to my desktop. Transition back to little screen. And FL Studio. So I'm booting up FL Studio here. I'll double tap it so you can see a little bit of it. Tap tap. Come on, tap tap. So if you want to Skype me, I will send you my Skype. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to quit this. Exit. Okay, give me a second here. I'm just going to block out your view of my desktop, so you don't see anything. There we go. You just see me. Or actually, I could just do this and go back to here. All right. All right. So let's see if we can get Mr. CF on the channel. All right. It's like I feel like I'm like a late night talk host or something. Could be something that we could get into, like late night talk host with Bernie P. Where the fuck is my Skype? Okay. So let's make a search. Oh, shortcut. Shortcut. Let's see if we can find you. Wow, there's a. Is shortcut your thingamajiggy? Because holy crap, there's a lot of them. Well, here, look. This is mine. Where is it? I'm gonna make sure that I give you the right one. Okay. Now, this is kind of like one that I use generally, but I have one that I created specifically for URB-X-TV, but I don't have it set up right now, so I'm kind of like going oh, the shortcut editor. Okay, let me look up shortcut editor here. I'm kind of like jumping all over the place with my screens and stuff. Okay, okay, let me close this. Uh-oh, trouble on the boat. Okay, let me just reopen up this again. Bing. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Okay, transition. What am I doing? I need browser action. Okay, let's look for a shortcut editor. Okay, I'll use Google. Okay, shortcut. Shortcut. Free open source cross-platform video editor for Windows and Macintosh. Well, top two like that I would choose for ones that are not like the high end, like say Adobe Suite, where you have to pay a monthly subscription. I don't know what the fuck that's up with, but I use Adobe Suite anyway. Don't say how I got it. I'm using my phone while she's editing. I have to close YouTube, Skype. Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. You know what? We'll make it for another night, dude. We'll make it for another night. Okay, but let me talk about this short shortcut here. So, there are a few out there that are under $100 or maybe a couple $100. So just like, but if you want to get into professional, and I mean like as good as you're gonna get. Sorry, let me get back here. I would try and go with an Adobe Suite. Try giving them a call and seeing if they can set you up with something, because with them it's like, yeah, we'll give you this version of Photoshop with say Illustrator for this much per month, or just Photoshop. And I went from having the whole suite, which cost me like $68, almost $70 per month Canadian, and I got everything though. I got the whole Adobe Suite, and it was constantly updated. It gave me everything that I needed. Plus, it gave me a professional website that I could use with them. But I highly recommend it only because we actually love Shotcut, but it's hard to blur a moving sign. Well, if it works for you and you're comfortable with it, then by all means, it's a free to use open source, so I have not tried it. I've tried a lot of them, but I don't even bother installing them anymore unless it's actually I was going to go to top what is it, movie maker software. I'll just see if that's going to bring me up something. Power Director. NCH, I used to buy some NCH software from them just for like doing audio recording, and they're not bad for the price. They make absolutely everything. And I haven't used these ones that I'm going to probably suggest, but if it doesn't even show up, best movie editing software. Okay, that's probably what I need. Okay, Filmora is one good one. If you go into here, actually comes with a lot of cool effects and stuff like that. Free download. Maybe I should try it out. It's probably just like a 30-day trial or something. Filmora. But anyway, if you're happy with what you have, that's all that matters. And let me just go back here. Transition to here. So yeah, if you're happy with what you have, that's perfect. Like I use After Effects for all my special effects in terms of text, particles and stuff like that. Mixed with, if I decide that I want to do 3D, I'll use Maya to build and animate all of my stuff in there as well. And then of course everything comes down to the final editing, which is done in Adobe Premiere, and then that's it. And the cool thing is, like, it's all interlinked together where you can start building your main file or layout in Adobe Photoshop, and then bring those into After Effects, and then from After Effects into Premiere, and one update done in Adobe Photoshop syncs across the board, and everything's done on the fly. And that's what I kind of like about Adobe Photoshop. It's it can be a little complicated if you're not familiar with the whole entire suite. But the only thing is, I don't really care about the rest of the stuff. Like, I know how to use Flash and stuff. I used to work on Flash many years ago, but I don't want Flash. There's a lot of stuff in there for like building games and things that I don't want. So you're paying all this money for the entire suite, and I'm like, just use Final Cut Pro. Yeah, Final Cut Pro is pretty similar to Premiere, I guess. I've used on Mac before, but it's pretty good. It's just that I don't know the compatibility with Mac or in Premiere, and that's the thing that I kind of have a hard time with when I used to work with people that decided that Mac was the way to go when they did their video editing, and a lot of guys turned away from me getting actually some jobs because I use the PC, and I'm like, you know, the video file format is the same across the board. You know, it's just that I can't probably read the format for Final Cut Pro, and it was hard to explain that to people. But anyway, let's jump into. Oh, the crackers are coming soon. Crackers are coming soon. Just want to kind of show you off my Fruity Loops here. So I'm gonna open up my where is it? Big opening. I think this is it. So this is a new song that I'm kind of building up for right now. So kind of give you an idea of what it's all about. And I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna turn them off and play them like separately. Okay, I think we're gonna start with this one first. And we'll build it up from there. We'll build it up even more. And for the fun of it, I'll throw in a little beat to kind of give it a little bit of a rock out sound. What am I looking for here? Okay, so let me give it a new pattern here, pattern 5. So kick, boom, 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 boom. All right, and we'll copy that into here, and we'll just paint some in. So let me just see if making sure everything is locking in good. Why is it not snapping? Okay, well, let me see. Okay. Okay, I gotta get rid of this clock thing. Go back to Twitter. Alright. And what else did I want to add? I can put all that on the same track. So, okay, hi-hat, all hi-hat, and see how I love this software for doing this kind of stuff for my now, because I haven't really had a chance to do a lot of work on my soundtracks. I did a couple for it, but I'm doing more now. So I can just go in here. Need to make sure that it snaps in correctly. I don't know why it's not. Okay. Oh, you don't hear this, huh? Okay, so that's what I'm doing, and we'll just exit this. Now we're ready for the freaking cracker eating contest, guys. All right, so I'm gonna hopefully this works. I have to time it too. Thanks, man. Yeah, because I want to get some suspenseful orchestrated tracks for some of the stuff. And eventually what I want to do is I'm going to put them up on the website so people can actually, I'm going to put ones that I don't use, but you can download them for free and use them for yourself or whatnot. But all these things. Yes, crackers. It's time for freaking crackers. So let's bring this website over here. And let me just get out of this setup here. Boop, bloop. Yes. Oh, I need it over here. I need a new tab. Because this tab is for the timer. Okay. Alright, and then I need to adjust myself. Sorry guys, just transitioning some of my face here. So I'll transition to that. There we go. Alright, so I here decree the cracker challenge. We might have to do it once or twice, so I don't know. It's to see how fast you can swallow down a number of crackers without choking. Okay, so I need a stopwatch. Alright, start, stop, reset. Alright, good. So, this is the moment you wait for. Drum roll. Alright, so I tried this a long time ago, and I'm only using 4, excuse me, because there was, I think, only 4 in a pack that I had. Because you can get them, yeah, I think it's maximum 4 in a cracker pack. So I'm going to try this. So, and the thing was, when I did it, I was like, yeah, oh, I could eat that in like less than a minute. It has to be, I think, in less than a minute. Alright? So, I tried it, and then me stupid thinking that, oh yeah, I nearly choked on it. So we're going to see if this works. So if you're ready, YouTubers, CF, this is the moment. Now if I can finish this off less than a minute, I'm going to try, instead of 4 crackers, I'm going to do 5 crackers. This is all the crackers that I have, by the way. Alright? This is all I have. Let me show you. And if you hadn't seen my live stream, I just posted it, I think yesterday. I had to search for them underneath my kid's bed. There we had 2 packs. He had the munchies. He took them, brought them to bed, and I thought, that's it. There are no more left. So when I was searching around, I said, there got to be some underneath his bed. And lo and behold, I found this bit left underneath the bed, so I was lucky. I didn't want to go to the store, so I was a little lazy. So this is it, guys. Okay, ready? I'm going to start this countdown right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Or probably. Oh no, 4 does well. I get like a mess of crackers everywhere. And they're a little bit stale. Oh, I bit my tongue. It's not happening. You don't need more than 4. I'm not wasting another minute, that's for sure. Well, I'm already past a minute. I'm still going. I'm still solving time. Okay. A little bit left. Okay, stop. 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's not bad. It's a little difficult though. Try with 5. But honestly, all you need is 4 because it's the 2 in the middle that just become like powder. And I've got like crumbs everywhere. Every time I talk. So that's it. So you have the kind of, what's going on here? So you kind of have the last more than under 30, a minute and 30 seconds. Okay. I got a little piece of stuck to my teeth, but most of it's gone. Oh man, I got like crumbs everywhere. So that's it for me. That's all I wanted you guys was to stick around long enough for me to blab a bit, chat, and watch me do the cracker things. It's been an hour and 1 minute already. So I'd like to thank you, CF, for watching me. Dude, you're like my hero now. And hopefully maybe next time we can set up a little Skype chat if your wife's not using the computer. Tell her God bless her. And happy video editing and 3D modeling stuff. And I don't know when I'm going to do my next live stream. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. But I'm working on another project over here. Okay, cool. So CF is off to edit some footage from a drone. We will get on Skype. And I'm still recording this other project that I'm working on. Snapshots will come up on Instagram of it eventually. I just got part of it done. And when it gets done, oh boy, is it going to be exciting. It's going to be one of my new series that I'm going to have. I'm not sure if I should have it on URB-X-TV because it really doesn't have nothing to do with urban exploration. But it could be something that'd be interesting to bring more people to come to it. And I don't want to bring it to my personal vlog. I'm looking at it right now, that's why. But I might add it to my Studio Parsons web channel, just because it's more along the artistic side. But there's gonna be brain splattering everywhere and guts and bones. So I thought it'd be something cool to have on URB-X-TV. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But with that said, I am off to have a cup of tea. That's right, I'm off to have a cup of tea. Maybe some of those little round biscuits, those little perforated edges, the round biscuits, with a little bit of margarine or butter. We don't have butter here in Canada. We use margarine, that soya-based product, with a cup of tea. And I'll save the rest of the crackers for another time. And then I'm off to bed. I got a long day tomorrow. We're getting up. I'm going to visit the in-laws and hopefully attack that barn with viciousness and get some cool video footage of some old stuff. I'm going to take a bunch of photos of it and then put them up on my Instagram, my Flickr, all my social media sites. And that's it. And then I can be back later on and doing some more video editing for my blog site. I have a bunch of other videos that I need to upload. So thank you, Twitter folks. Like, this must be like the longest video on Periscope ever. But I should have had my other cell phone live streaming on another website. But that's for another time. So this is Bernie here. Thank you guys for watching. I had a great, another great experience here with CF on the channel. Tay was with us for a bit there too. Tay, did I lose you, Tay? Was he there? I thought for sure. Did we lose him? Okay, so Tay, you were on. All right. Yes. So Tay, I challenge you to the crackers. If you could do it under a minute and 30 seconds, make a video, let me know. All right. Don't forget to go check out Tay Official's channel. I'm plugging you, Tay. And we got to get together. All right, bro? So with that said, I will leave off with my signature goodbye. Ciao, Bell. And wish you all a good night. And until next time, welcome with Bernie P. Who's spending the night here alone. All right. Signing off Twitter. probably thinking, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Good night, guys. And for YouTubers, thank you as much. And have a good night.